to the top here, refresh page, and alright, now that stream is happening. Sorry, just mainly seeing me adjusting my everything. Alright. Copy text. Alright, share in Messenger. Write a message, paste. Send it here, send it here. Send it here. There's Linux Cafe and Weenie Chat because why not? Alright, I already shared it to every other, like, a whole bunch of other Discord. I shared it to my Discord and Blitz Discord and then my Facebook and my other page and other things. We're fine. Alright. Gianni is here. Thank you for tuning in to the stream, Gianni. What's good? He says, hello, how you doing? I'm doing good. Also, this is my first stream that I've actually used my my other lamp on this side. Let's see how much difference that makes. Probably a large amount. Ooh. Cause see, this is the kind of lighting we've been rocking with for ever since I've been doing streams from my desktop for reaction stuff, and then this lamp does that. So yeah, that's a big difference. Ooh. Oh, I love this. All right, so this is the first stream that we've actually done with this lamp, because we got these lamps last month. The other lamp I usually have on the other side, like with my bed, like over to the other side of my bed, because I stream Smash from the TV, which is over there on like the other corner of my room. You can see the lamps reflecting in the mirror behind me, and you see my Mario pillow just kind of chilling right there. How do I do this? There. But yeah, we are here for some Paper Mario, my friends, as you can tell from the background music. From the critically acclaimed The Thousand You Door. You know, it's got the slap-in soundtrack. But I hope everybody is doing good. Let me go ahead and properly say hello everybody, this is Darsheen Rhett, aka RhettMaster96, and welcome to another reaction stream / impression sort of stream. But yeah, we are taking another look at Paper Mario the Origami King, or as Nintendo puts it, a closer look at Paper Mario the Origami King. They dropped the review trailer on us last month, and it definitely shook up the Paper Mario fandom. And even got the attention of other fans of Mario in general and the Switch. And they're like, oh, this looks interesting. But of course, you know, the ones that have been the long-time fans ever since the series beginning, we've analyzed this inside and out. Game Explained literally made like an hour or like 2 hour analysis of the 2-minute review trailer. And I was looking on my YouTube feed. I may have been slightly spoiled by like 1 or 2 things. Just from thumbnails alone, from Game Explained and Arlo. I love them, but thanks a lot. But Game Explained has already made a 2-hour long breakdown or discussion thing, or analysis, whatever they call it. Mystery email. Yeah, it's like a whole tone that plays like when you get a mystery email, and it makes a lot more sense in the game. Oh, the invincibility theme remixed. Gianni says, I'm not really into Paper Mario, but I like her reactions. Oh, okay. I appreciate you being here all the same. Maybe maybe this new game could make you a fan. Well, not really make you a fan, but have you become a fan. Like, if you were starting in the series, I definitely recommend Thousand Year Door, or even like to start with, or even the very first Paper Mario game, which is Paper Mario or Mario Story on the Nintendo 64, because they are the 2 games that have the proper RPG formula that this series got famous for in the very beginning, from 2002 from 2000 to 2004, because that's where their first game was 2000, in 2000, and then The Thousand Year Door was released in 2004. So this game still holds amazingly well 16 years later. Like the music, the graphics, everything about it. If it got a if it's got an HD port to the Switch, people would lose their minds, and I'm not overselling that. Or exaggerating that was the right word I was looking for. But people were analyzing the original review trailer into the ground. Like people were excited that this game was coming for sure. Let me know if this music is too overpowering, because I can turn that down if you need me to. I can like slightly do that. But yeah, the review trailer, because the first shock was that it came out of nowhere, and I was one among many who were extremely surprised to just see it show up. Someone who is an avid Paper Mario fan, and someone who was not like super pleased with Sticker Star and Color Splash, I was among the many who had been coming together over the years. Super Mario T, Arlo, and many others that I can name, but those are the two prominent names that come to mind that are like huge Paper Mario advocates. Like they have several discussions and breakdowns about what the series used to be and how Paper Mario changed. Super Mario T has a video literally titled that, How Paper Mario Changed. I highly recommend checking it out. He talks about the behind the scenes with the different directors and like all the different supervisors who come through and give their different influences. It's a very interesting listen. But then Arlo was saying that Mario and Luigi can't replace Paper Mario. He has the video pretty much titled that. So you could see my webcam shake. I was shaking. When I was doing that, I was shaking the whole floor somehow. Alright, but Johnny says, how much longer will you think this game will be relevant? Which one do you mean? Do you mean Thousand Year Door or Origami King? Like the older Paper Mario game? That was because Thousand Year Door was the older one for the GameCube. Do you mean that one, or you mean the one that's coming out? Hooktail flies over. Wait, that was like a... Oh, I remember that. Paper Mario in general? I think Paper Mario in general is going to be... I mean, it already has stood the test of time. Just from this series being talked about so much in recent years. Like, even before Origami King was... Like, way before Origami King was even announced. Like, even before Color Splash was announced. There have been talk about Paper Mario because it's such a beloved series. The first two, even the third game, Super Paper Mario on the Wii, even though it changed the formula of it not being an RPG game, it still had the same essence and soul and heart of the first two. And what I mean by that, like the heart, like the feel of it was that it had these different characters that you would not see in normal Mario. There were these, like each of the games felt like their own grand quest, where Bowser wasn't always the main villain. The first Paper Mario, yes, Bowser was the main villain, but they still made it interesting because it made it a big story. It wasn't just a normal grassland, desert, lava place, forest place, etc., etc. As in like other main Mario games. They made it like unique locales. Like we go into a toy box. We shrink down and go into a toy box in the original Paper Mario. We go, we infiltrate the Koopa Brothers fortress. We were supposed to be some of Bowser's top soldiers or whatever. We go to a haunted mansion. We go to a haunted forest. That's the twist. And this haunted forest takes us to this huge mansion that houses a monster. I forget the actual context of the rest of that. I think it's something to do with his heart. Like the monster's heart. I might have spoiled something just saying that, so I'm sorry. but it's something to do with that. Like it's such different things that happened with the original Paper Mario. Even though Bowser is the big bad, they still made it different enough that it was a whole. It was a grand adventure. It was a story. That's why it was called Mario's Story in Japan. And the Thousand Year Door followed up on this and upped it to the 11. And Bowser was still there, but he was always like 3 steps behind us. It was kind of funny how they made that a running gag throughout the whole game. But he's a villain. He's more comedic relief, but he's still against us. But he's also against the ones who take Peach, which is the one that's actually next to Mario in this picture. If I can maximize this, you can see that a little bit better. Because the guy next to Mario in this picture, Jesus, alright, the guy next to Mario is the leader of the main villains in Thousand Year Door, leader of the X-Nauts. I think his name was, I think Sir Grotus was like the lieutenant under him, but like that dude was the big baddest next to Mario right there. The main name I remember is Grotus. That might be him, it might not be. I haven't. It's been a hot minute since I've played Thousand Year Door. Like I know all the characters, like Miss Mouse on the very left, Goombella, then Miss Flurry, Vivian. Until it comes back, Admiral Bobbery, Cooper. No, Koops. Cooper is the first game, and then the Yoshi that we can name ourselves, and then Rock Hawk. All these different characters. Like see just the uniqueness of those characters at the bottom right there. Like that just that's what made Paper Mario special in the first 3 games. You had these different characters who had their own who all had their own personalities and motives and backstories, and that's what made them different from from all these toads to where the insert toad here memes became a thing with Sticker Star onward. But I talked I gave my big exposition like in the review trailer thing, and I could go on and on and on if you let me, because I've already talked for 12 minutes. But I don't want this to be a stream that lasts extremely long. So if this does turn into a Paper Mario discussion for the ages, then maybe that'll be a separate stream for another time. But for me, it is 11:40 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm gonna react to this, give my initial impressions, and I'm gonna hop off of here and get some food and watch Arlo's breakdown of it, and Game Explain's breakdown of it, and Super Mario T, because those 2 that I mentioned, both Arlo and Super Mario T have made their own follow-up videos to this a closer look trailer that we're gonna be reacting to. Like they made their initial thoughts kind of video, like their summary of what it is and then the thoughts kind of videos. So we're gonna add our names to the list of prominent Paper Mario fans who have reacted to this and given their thoughts, because we're gonna go ahead and get into this. We're gonna pause this music and we're going to go to this tab, maximize this, and I hope you are ready because I am. Let's go. The first reveal trailer, it showed us enough to kind of get us excited. Like the battle system showed proper action commands instead of it being stickers or cards. We can choose a jump or hammer, but different, like between the America and I think it was the like Japan or China version of the trailer, where it showed a like an Explorer Toad in battle, but then the American version of it took that Explorer Toad out of the same like clip of battle that was shown later. And it's shown that it's this bomb that's shown all over the place. So they're like, oh, partner, and then the website was like with the revolving cast of colorful characters or colorful partners, however they worded it. So people were like, are they partners or are they not? Are they going to stay with us for like the entire game, or is it going to be like chapter based? Will Bowser always be with us in his folded form as our forever partner, like once we meet him anyway? Their HP is different in these different parts of the and there's different parts of the trailer. So it's like starts at 50, then it's like 70, then it's 100, and it's 150. and it's showing like this like this Coliseum like area, and in the battle arena, it's got an audience again, but the battle but battle system itself is this new top down where we got to take into account where the opponents actually are on this ring. So it's a ring based battle system. So you have to, it's this layer of strategy that we have to account for. I'm just recapping a bunch of different things that were talked about from the reveal trailer. This is what I really should have been recapping, but instead of the series history. But what else was being talked about? Like a room that had a bunch of different warp pipes. So they're wondering will those warp pipes lead to different like areas in our grand world, and that being a room being a thing in the first place, will this kill off level structure and actually give us proper exploration, open-ended exploration, instead of it being cut off at this goal point like Sticker Star and Color Splash did? There was a segment that had like us on a boat that was going like kind of vertically, and it had island that looked like it was kind of like a smaller indicator of what if we were to stop at it, then we could get off and explore a bigger area maybe. A lot of different elements. Like if that boat thing lets us traverse to different like bigger areas, and then there's like a button at the top of the little interface that said press B to return back to Toad Town, so that could be a quicker way to get back to port if we need that, which is a neat addition. There's so much that was talked about and so much that was just analyzed into the ground again, I'm gonna say, but we're we're gonna get all these questions answered, maybe, in this video and more, hopefully. Johnny says, I hope I can get in one day because you make it sound extremely fun. By the way, how long are the games usually? The games are usually, I think I would, if we're counting the first two games, they're proper RPGs. They're like sectioned off into chapters, which is a cool thing about it. Like they're told in an actual story. Um, I would say depending on how you play, like if you're playing just to play and like not doing all a bunch of the side quests, I think the main story for the first two games would be between like 20 to 40 hours. Super Paper Mario may be a little bit shorter because it's more of a platformer, but it's still heavily story and dialogue based. Super Paper Mario would probably still give you like a solid 30 hours. Sticker Star probably 25 to 30. And then Color Splash sounds like it upped it a bit more to be maybe between 30 to 40 hours. So either way you look at it, each game is generally would give you like a good like 20-30 hours of playtime for a full story. Like 20 to 30 at least hours of playtime would be a full Paper Mario game. Because I think because people have been reviewing this new indie game Bug Fable, the Everlasting Sapling. Bug Fables, yeah, Bug Fables, the Everlasting Sapling, which is supposed to be um like heavily based off of the Thousand Year Door. It's a spiritual successor in a sense, and reviewers have said that that gives you like a solid 20 to 30 hours. So if a fan game can give you that many hours, then you know the original games give you a lot of playtime. But yeah, we've done enough exposition. It's time to see what the buzz is about. Alright, here. 3, 2, 1, play.
Princess Peach's castle has been seized by...
Oh, a new angle. Oh, wow.
Origami?
Oh, man.
The sudden appearance of King Ollie, the Origami King, has thrown the world into disarray.
It's eating it.
And so, in the paper crafting
the
universe of the
shop.
Paper Mario
There's
series,
that Bob-on.
a new quest to reclaim Peach's
More that desert with the shop thing. Cart thing, I meant. Blooper. It shows the castle on the mountain.
Paper Mario, the Origami King.
The adventure unfolds.
Mario sets out on his latest journey around the world, searching
Oh, wow.
for the ends of 5 massive streamers that have unfurled from Peach's castle.
Oh, Kamek.
Forest Spring, an autumn mountain, a ninja-filled mansion, an
Ninja
underground
mansion.
sewer system.
Oh,
a
look at that.
desert
It's Mario and
oasis.
Peach.
Untold trials await Mario in an array of captivating lands.
Well, okay, you didn't have to come to the screen like that, though.
Paper techniques. You'll help Mario unfold new paths, explore vast regions, unlock the secrets of an ancient ruin, brave the raging rapids, take center stage, go island hopping.
Island hopping.
Appear on a quiz
Shy
show,
Guy.
and even
Oh, they brought a quiz show back.
in an aerial
Ooh.
battle. And
'Cause the first two games had quiz shows.
without companions to share it with.
Wait, it said if it's. I'm gonna let it play first, and then I'll go back. Because the different dialogue saying a colorful cast of characters. Oh,
Meet Olivia, Mario's steadfast travel companion. However, she's also King Oli's sister. Determined to foil her brother's
okay.
plans,
So yeah, we knew
the
that.
Sprite young lady helps Mario out of all sorts of
Sprite
battles.
young lady. This is a good girl. Just gonna bliss out for a
During
while.
Mario's journey,
Oh
he'll
God, the
cross
Goomba head.
paths with a variety of characters.
That's all about I remember.
A Bob-omb who's lost his memory.
Ambrosia.
A
Oh, he's called
professor
Bobby.
of ancient history.
Professor Toad.
And the Magic Koopa with a penchant for cleaning?
Kamek. So Bowser does talk! Yes! Bomb pump? Oh, he has a move? Oh, wait a minute, boys.
Make contact with an enemy, and a battle begins. This
Well, it shows how the battle actually
decides on
transitions.
which battles will unfold. A fresh take on Paper Mario battles. You'll first want
Okay.
to arrange enemies in advantageous positions to turn the tide of battle in
All
your
right.
favor. These enemies may look like they're scattered at random, but spin like this, and slide like that, and voila!
Oh, you can slide them!
Choose the right weapon for the job. Then
So they just allow this, actually.
stomp on foes,
They allow it to be just slid around.
or hammer them home.
Did it work? Of course, my ass, the Toad's in the background. Battle bonus. Ooh, battle bonus.
Lies in whether you can get the enemies in line before time runs out.
Okay, so the timer influences it.
Tail, and the
Ooh.
power block to take down your foes. Classic Mario style.
Classic Mario style. Ooh.
And
Oh,
while
the
regular
list
battles
of
offer a great challenge,
commands over there, or
boss
things you can.
battles
Wait, hold up.
the ante.
What?
The menacing
Boss battle.
members of the
Plot
Legion
your path.
Stationary guard the ends of the streamer's
Colored pencils or a boss?
presenting the sharp set of 12 colored pencils.
I'm sorry,
followed
what?
By the big bouncy body
Rubber band?
Rubber band. And the stout
Tape?
sticky tape.
Hold up.
Things off. These frightening foes each attack with their particular penchant for pulverizing.
Guard plus. Okay, that actually could be kind of scary. To have tape on Mario.
Slide the ring grid and build a path for Mario to reach his destination.
Oh,
Guide
what a.
Mario along
Oh, the
route
boss
that
ones
will
could.
let him deliver a
But these
blissful
boss fights look kind of dynamic. You can choose your path.
Locate
Close the
your
lid?
point,
My lid is closed. I can't stop my missiles.
tear them to shreds.
Oh wow. The missiles exploded in my mouth. Oh
Throughout
Jesus.
this vast world, you'll find poor
That sounds
Toads
painful.
and their forms altered
What's up?
by the Origami King.
Compelled. Honestly.
This is a toad.
Oh, okay. This is.
This is also a toad.
Wait, what? But it was barking at us.
And, yep, you guessed it, a toad.
This is a toad. A toad.
And who knows, finding all these
What?
toads might just prove to be worth your while.
They give us items in battle!
Ready to repair holes torn in the landscape.
Just like that was in your door.
Investigate suspicious spots to find hidden items. And try your hand at fun minigames to earn in-game
Ooh.
rewards.
Collectible
Leave
treasure.
no page unturned as you travel the world in search of secrets and treasures.
They showed that clip from the initial trailer.
The
That
Origami King's
cheap cheap.
pernicious plot
Whoa.
is unfolding.
Oh,
It's up to Mario to
that
set
pokey.
things right.
who's there? Whoa, he's getting blown off. Wait, Luigi's with us? Like not just in the town, but as a part of, like with us at a random location? I don't know how it can go on. Oh, that's serious. Johnny says, I'll BRB, I'm gonna try to get you a raid. Oh, appreciate it.
Mario,
The Origami King. available July 17th. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. And I think there was another bit of footage that Game Explain had that they had like 4 minutes of new footage. Wait, this first comment is like, this is a toad, and this is also a toad. But you know what else? I am a toad. Narrator shifts to toad voice. But you know what? I'm a toad. Terrible toad. That's my terrible voice. And yup, you guessed it, a toad. The disappointment in his voice resonated with me. I love the comment section so much. Fan base, can we have fun and memorable boss characters with arcs and personalities like we used to? Nintendo, tape dispenser. Okay, I agree with this one. Oh, just a tape dispenser. We fighting colored pencils and tape out here. This wasn't an adventure without people to share it with. That's what we've been saying for 8 years. Man, they not man. Yes, because Sticker Star was 2012. I think I can make this bigger if just browser only. I think browser only was 3. Yeah. Gianni says back. I did my best. Oh, no worries. I appreciate you trying either way. Like I shared it to my Discord, friend Discord, and I shared it to my Facebook page or and I shared it to my YouTube Facebook page, and I shared it to a couple different Facebook groups, messenger groups I meant. So I did what I did my best as well. So I appreciate your effort. They're like, oh snap, son, the most diabolical Mario character to exist. Tape. Never in my life I would find 12 colored pencils so menacing. This is a toad. This is also a toad. And you guessed it, a toad. Sticker Star in a nutshell, he's not wrong. I can't wait to banish tape into the depths of the underworld. Nintendo Direct presentation. Splatoon game overview 2015. Man, that must have been a time. I didn't even know I didn't even really know what E3 was in 2015. Like I knew there was a general time that games were announced, like in years, like in years past. I just didn't know what it was called and when exactly it was each time. I just kind of like got games and played them and was like, oh this is coming out. Oh, this came out. Sweet. And I just got the games whenever I could get them because it was long before it was before I was working. Now I can just kind of pre-order games and then just kind of get them and then if I really want the game, I just kind of be like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. Just like yeah, I'm gonna get this, and then boom, we just add it to a Switch collection, which is actually pretty extensive. I got like 20 or 30 plus games for my Switch. Intelligence system. So we need ideas for boss for the new Paper Mario game. Does anyone have ideas on the matter? Employee at 3:30. Intelligence system. You're a genius to get this guy a promotion. Wait, what was 3:30?
Set of 12 colored pencils, followed by the big
The colorless pencils and the rubber band.
rubber band.
Wait. One of the toads saying something about nightmare fuel. Yeah, we're gonna do our like game explain like breakdown of this.
Bouncy body of rubber band.
Yeesh, nightmare fuel. even though it, even though it's mainly toads, the writing is still great. Gianni says, "Will you be playing games tonight?" Not tonight. I won't be playing anything tonight. I'm just gonna be breaking down this trailer um sort of fast. I'm gonna look at other footage that Game Explain had, and then gonna give my thoughts about Origami King as a whole from what we see now, and then that's gonna be the stream. Wait, 2 months ago, Britney Spears song, sometimes M Star. Huh. Uh, look at my video on look at my thumbnail. That my thumbnail it actually looks kind of legit. If we zoom in just a bit more, and then kind of make that the primary source so you can kind of see it. Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me. I put more effort into this thumbnail because the last one was just kind of it was just the color and then the stuff over it. But I got the Toad Town as the background, so effort pays off. It looks nice. Anyway, game explain. This. Johnny's like, what would happen if you watch your stream while streaming? It would just kind of be streamception. It's not really a whole. It wouldn't be terrible. It would just be me watching my stream over my stream. I'm doing that now actually. Like I'm I'm watching I'm watching my stream back through my iPad because I usually do this just to ensure quality control. Because I got that playing in this Bluetooth, so it's I can hear myself talking like 5 to 10 seconds behind in this at the same time, and I was hearing the narration twice over. So I'm technically already watching my stream at the same like I'm watching myself while streaming. I'm just not doing it on the computer. Alright, but 4 minutes of new Paper Mario Origami King gameplay plus 40 screenshots. In parentheses, a boss joins Mario. So we're gonna check out what this is talking about. Alright, I'm loving how Game Explain has these unique intros now. Look at how seamless that was. Oh man, give the one that was behind that a raise. Give the graphic designer and the animator a raise who did this. Oh man, this big turtle boss. So we got more footage from the Japanese Nintendo of America, Nintendo of Japan probably. That's his face, right? Oh, you can flip him over. So he's on his back. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, Jesus. You're just using both hands to just do that into him. Wait. Olivia can... Wait. Excuse me? Hold up. Hold. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Pretty sure Olivia just turned into the turtle that we fight. What's happening? So we can just take that same... She might have some sort of ability that she can copy what she is... Like, that she can turn into what she's seeing? Something like... Maybe? Huh. This is cool. I like this battle system. Look at that. That wasn't the same thing. It was like, God, my missiles exploded. Oh God, the toad is just wedged into that stump. Went into those firewood. God. Alright, so the toads that were in different areas. Feast your eyes upon my arsenal. 12 colored pencils. So is it like do the colored pencils go down as you fight them? Do they lose pencils? Shiny hammer? So there's normal hammer and shiny hammer. So are those things? So are there things that you can just equip? It shows okay, it shows the 1,000 unfolded arms. It shows it in motion too. So this is interesting because it shows how we would walk onto the space and then what we would actually do to turn stuff. Huh. Okay, a bunch of coins. That explains how we're able to just kind of farm coins. 1,000? That answered that question. Okay, this is just straight up music from the original Paper Mario game. They just got that music playing over it. Oh, a sentient big tree stump. I still can't get over that they just got 1,000 coins from a block. Whoa, this Goomba just kind of peeked around. And it had like a thing over its head, so it's a unique Goomba. Oh, they just hit a Pokey with that cart. The Toad pulled something out of the ground. The Pokey might be a boss. Mummified origami Goombas. No, that's papercraft. More footage of the boat. Also, a Shy Guy just kind of out in the seas. Oh, we're arriving at a different place. Another shot at another shot to that big spot, that space in the sky. Kamek footage. Bowser Jr. Whoa, slow motion. Well, they're dead. Nah, they're not. Ooh, shots of inside Toad Town. Oh, it should going into that museum. Okay, so that warp pipe right there. That warp pipe might take you down to where those other different world pipes are. It's coming together. Luigi riding with his cart. Okay, so it shows us riding into town. A wide shot. So this is the town already kind of overrun. Different screenshots. And this is actually a lot to unpack. I might leave this to professionals. Might leave this to like if I had more time, I would definitely unearth everything I could. Ooh, a flaming bird kind of boss. Serious Moltres vibes here. And that big turtle. So Olivia's right there, so that he confirms that Olivia is the turtle. But it kinda hints that Olivia could take the shape of it after seeing it, maybe? Interesting. Or it's an interesting thought. Alright, it's a Bob-omb. Who was called Bobby. He's got a name. Boss HP. Wait, it's a water flying dragon thing fighting that firebird. What? Some more of the spaces going on for those boss battles. The boss battles all have these dynamic space things going on. It's almost like a board game mixed with a turn-based battle system. Literal turn-based battle system. I wonder if we have to fill in space in the ground to get that item box. Oh, okay. Just kind of answered it immediately. I guess we do fill in that space somehow. Showing the next part right there. With a bunch of coins. Oh, this is a interesting locale. Well, interesting building, I should say. Ready? Oh, is it like a mini game? I remember seeing a shot of something that looked 2D that Game Explained had. Bowser up there in the top left. What is this space? Because it looks like it's that turtle. It's got like pom-poms? Is it cheering for Mario? Ooh, one of the warp pipe, the two! Okay, the house. You can see Toad are kind of there. So It might be like a space that can trigger Olivia to transform into a boss we've encountered. So if that would be the case, then we would be encountering like a water dragon before that fire one. Is that an origami boo? Alright, fish nut. Fish nut. Is that a cheap? I think that's what the fishes are called. 9.99. Is that was that the bonus prize for winning a fight? No wonder there were so many coins in the review trailer that people were noticing that there's large amounts of coins. Oh, look at the Bowser thing in the background. Bowser Castle? Wait, but there's a Toad fountain. Oh, this is cool looking. It's kind of void of life. Huh. Wait, are these toads in the ground? What is the context here? There's the one right here at the bottom. This red pipe. Boots, shiny boots, iron boots, hammer, and shiny hammer. Stronger and shinier than your regular everyday hammer. Wait! What is this? The pause menu? Info, map, weapons, accessories, items, useful items. Equipped. Boots. Okay, so we equip the regular boots and stuff to be... Oh, man. Hold up. Let's look at those. Let's look at that one. Let's look at that. This is looking like... No, come on. What happened to my keyboard? It's not wanting to work. Somehow it got unplugged. What? So you're just gonna not move at all. I mean, it might even need batteries at this point, but you know what, screw it. Alright. But yeah, boots. Shiny iron boots. Flashy boots. So this looks like how it was, excuse me, in the first two games where we could have different kinds of boots and different kinds of hammers that had different effects. But then over here, under not equipped, there's multiple shiny hammers. What is this Heart Plus? Raises your HP a little bit during battle. Huh. Viper says Viper, well, thank you for tuning in the stream. Viper, what's good? Says hentai. I need to get into this series. I highly recommend getting into this series. Wait a minute, 18,000 coins! How many battles did you win? How many lottery things? What did you do? Johnny's like, hentai. You're actually not you're not enlightened from his from Viper's tradition. That's basically his way of saying hello. If you're saying hentai as in like a question of hentai as in what is it, then we do not ask those questions. Viper's like, I have the sauce. Oh no. So now I can look at these. So Arlo was like, bosses, allies in battle, confetti, Bobby, combat system, hidden toads. Man, Arlo is tripping. Johnny's like, what is it? Question. Nope. No. Viper's like, I'll answer both versions of the question. No. Don't you dare. Because I'm not even sure how old Gianni is. We're not doing this, Viper. So going between the battle and then these two different screenshots. So we got regular boots and then we got shiny boots. Gianni had a message but he got retracted. Let me see. Studio. It's filling in so I can see. Now it's coming out USB device not recognized. Gianni's like, wait, do it. Wait, how old are you? Do it like an. Wait, wait. Gianni says, wait, do it like in. Do it. Do it like an anime. Rapper's like, sure, but for adults. That's actually a very good definition of that without going into detail. Good job. I'll answer both version because I just can't see that other one. John, I'm saying sorry. I meant to say is it an anime? It's a form of anime is the best answer. It's like a genre, and then there's subgenres of it. I guess you could say. Because there's different genres of regular anime like slice of life and action or comedy. Oh, so it's like rated M. Yeah, exactly that. Viper says some can just be pictures. That, and that's all we're saying of this now. Back to Paper Mario. Viper says rated X. I mean, he's not wrong. Galumba. Like Galoombas are from like some of the. Are they from like the Super Mario Brothers games or the Super Mario World? Actually, that's where they're from. Viper says Paper Peach hentai. No, no Paper Peach. I actually would be surprised if that's a thing, but we're not going to go into that. I am such confusion. I'm gonna have to say, please remain confused because I will not elaborate. Viper says, if you think about it, all Peach hentai is Paper Peach hentai because it's 2D. Stop. All right, looking at between this and then this menu, boots and shiny boots. So that's like our first indicator that, like they're not like they're equipable things, but we're able to equip different versions of them. Because it's got flashy boots. I wish that it had a picture of it going down to the other boots. Great for jumping on basic enemies. Shiny iron boots, flashy iron boots. Hurl hammer. Hurl hammer was a thing ever since Sticker Star. So it looks like they might have made these more like badges where you could just kind of use them indefinitely, which is a much better execution of having these different kind of hammer, uh, these different kinds of hammers. Accessories, items, useful items. I feel like useful items is going to be like the key items thing from the older games. Viper says, I found sauce for you, Darsh. No, don't want the sauce of whatever you found. At least not now, anyway. I told him myself. Anyway, there's a lot to unpack here. Uh, um, that's about as much as I can. Okay, so this is the accessories the accessories panel. Raises your HP a little bit during battle. So is that like kind of is that something that would heal our HP like per turn or per every other turn? How does that work? Or is it just kind of a raises our HP just for a bit? Like, or if it just raises the HP for that battle alone? Because it seems like 85 might be not an even feel, because we've seen 50, then 70, then 100, 110. So maybe this item has something to do with how the HP goes up in a 5 increment. Maybe it increases it by like 10 to 15. Viper's like losing NNN to my having a boy. Leave the past in the past. I had a coupon anyway. The streamer to this very tall looking building here. I'm not sure what this could be. Let's look at this. Analyze this picture. Ooh, look at Monty Mole's in the bottom. Can't really see. And then they got this one in front of that pipe. Gianni's at N and N. Alright, see, Viper, you've opened the floodgates. You're not supposed to. No. You cannot answer. You can't. You actually can't answer that question. And if you actually do say what it stands for, you can't explain it because the innocence will actually be gone at that point. That's gone. But we got more. Alright. Viper's like, that's my job. Wait. Hardee's? Huh. Wait, Hardee's a KFC. I had 2 cups. Giant says, I'm so scared about what's happening. No, don't be scared at all. Like it's nothing bad. It's just stuff that someone who is underage should not be figuring out, especially from like at this point, or it shouldn't be on a stream. No, in any case, it should be something that you would kind of like stumble across yourself and just kind of gradually learn on your own. Adult things, okay, screenshots. So, so they're just. Is that a hand? These toads are just. These toads are just in here. And let me switch the source now to be discussion. But these toads are just stuck in the ground. I should have had discussion on here a while ago. But, you know, better late than never. I still don't think we got the answer of what this token, this glowing thing over here is. Let's see here. I really love the look of this. Like where is this? It's accompanied by the green streamer. So yeah, keep that in mind. The red streamer is showing this tall building kind of place. I'm sure that Game Explain has connected a lot more dots than what I'm doing right now. But the fact that we see the streamers going around these areas, showing more of the certain areas that we're going to. Well, that's another angle. That's the Bowser Castle place. I'm trying to have it so it would show it bigger. Yeah, this might be better. Okay, there's like a save block right here. I'm still confused why there's a toad fountain over here. Like it's a toad fountain that's in front of this Bowser area. Like this, like is this Bowser's castle in this game? Alright, go back a little bit. And we have the better angle from the front of that castle, and it's a staircase up to it. There's a couple shy guys here. Looks like they might be drawing. These toads don't have color. So we might be mixing some elements from Color Splash. We might have to give color back to characters and areas. And this looks like a little shop over here. We got some papercraft Goombas just kind of chilling. So are we in enemy grounds right now? Because the papercraft enemies, I feel like we're supposed to be the ones that we're going against. And the save block changes colors because it was red from that other shot. It doesn't really matter, but it's just something to make note of. A sniffet over here in the corner to the right of the fountain. We're basically going backwards. Maybe we should start from the beginning. Alright, so we got footage of this of the toad of the not toad of the turtle boss battle. He's shooting dirt in our face and in shots. That's so brutal how he just uses the thousand-fold arms to just to just drive them into the weak part of the weak part of the show. All right, this right here is what's throwing me off because Olivia unfolds and then refolds to become the turtle that we fought, and then doing something to. Okay, that's the building that we saw from afar. So is that the inside of? Is this the inside of that same building that they're getting down? And we got crabs that look like they're from the old Mario Bros game, like the old Mario Bros arcade game. Okay, so there's a space in the middle that starts to glow, and Olivia is floating. So then we transition into her being the turtle. Huge spin and smash attack, dealing 50 damage all across the board. So it might be certain situations where we might fight. I'm not sure if it's certain just like random encounters or like maybe like plot, maybe plot heavy, maybe like plot heavy fights that were not necessarily bosses, but you have to fight them to advance through a blockade or such. Johnny says, I know it's in the past, but I'm so curious, is it okay if I Google it? It's I would say no, because again, I'm not sure how old you are. Like I would, it's still it's still a whole. Viper says, okay, just so you don't, okay, just so you do get in trouble by your parents, I'll just say what it is, so you don't Google it. Yeah, Viper, be the responsible one for once. But first, how old are you? They might not actually say exactly how old they are, because I think I that might have that might have been Matt that was on that didn't want to say their age, or it might have been Gianni. I'm not quite sure. Like, is it in between the range of 10 to 13, or like 12 to 15, maybe younger than 15? Okay, and they were not sure how much younger than 15. Is it older than like 9 or 10? Viper says older than 12, or it could be at least older than 12. Older than Genesis, yes. Okay, so if you're older than 12, because I was enlightened by things when I was like 13, 14, so it's fine, I guess. I'm still not sure if a Paper Mario discussion or whatever is the place for this. Viper, John was like, you know what, never mind. Viper was saying, okay, I was like around that age. It's when I went full on in the stuff. Basically, well, he said never mind, so maybe you don't have to go into detail, but you probably are already typing. So, oh well. Back to my analysis. But I love the fact that these crabs are from the old school arcade Mario Bros. Game. And the toads, they have their own bleachers in this stadium, or in this based on how the lighting looks, how they're over there with these lit things. This might be like a underground thing, or maybe it's, yeah, either underground or low enough where natural lighting won't reach. So, all right, this boss, I still can't believe colored pencils are a boss. And it's got it's got King Ali's insignia, like his the logo on the like on that part of the building. I think this is actually the top of the building that we've seen in the later shots. Or just top-down view of the whole battlefield. These different, or so times two. Not quite sure what that times two is about, but we can just hammer it shut, and then the colored pencil missiles go off inside of the case, so that does damage to it. But the colored pencils damage Mario, so that's one attack that they can use. Viper saying, "Oh, okay, hello." Yeah, just let it go. So they got a what's the word? A radical? We got a toad stuck in a stump, so we had to go around and save toads like we did in like we did at Sticker Star. Excuse me. I don't know why this toad was a dog. I was gonna see if I could find some music to kind of be in the background. I don't want to really play color splash music because it would spoil stuff. Well, if I don't look at what the tracks are called, then it won't spoil things. Because the Thousand Year Door soundtrack, it literally had like name of villain appears, and that's something that's supposed to be like middle of the game you would find out, like middle, like 60% ish part of the game you would find out of what character is. This is what I was talking about right here. Like this person commenting saying we're gonna talk about how smooth we're gonna talk about how smooth that opening is. Jesus, exactly. Take my like. See the replies to that. Yay, it's cool. Really does go all out with some of their openings for certain games. Exactly. More like a Nintendo explain. I mean, yes. My God, that opening is better than all of Sticker Star. I wonder how they make those openings. Nintendo saved my life. Sick intro. Legit, who's making these openings? They're so good. I thought it was already gameplay footage. That's how well it blended in. Yeah, it is. Is it CGI now? They're making one for every Nintendo game. Just gets better and better. It was too good. I was still baffled throughout the day. How did they come up with it so fast? Jesus saves. I thought it was a little crumpled actually. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Music name for both Animal Crossing New Horizons and Origami King. So Olivia works like a summoner character with the origami bosses. That's pretty cool. That sounds like what I was trying to get at. I'll take this over the things any day. Big facts. For real though. If that's the new element that's gonna replace things that we can take form of bosses we fought before and take them into new boss battles, yes. So much yes. It would be cool if you got a new special attack from every boss. It reminds me of the moves you get from finishing a chapter in Paper Mario 64 and A Thousand Year Door. This, I saw so much that because every time you finish a chapter, you got a new power along with each crystal star. Like when you finish the first chapter, you got like the Earth Tremor. Then the second chapter, you got like I think it was the um I think it was like the time stop thing. I think the third chapter gave you the trick treat where you had to flick the control stick to shoot stars at different HP and FP and different things to get different points added back to your HP and such. It was such a cool thing. If that becomes something that's like progress based, that Olivia can take the shape of bosses over time like that, that'd be super cool. Wait, can we just talk about how Kamek Fold Bowser Jr. is carrying him on his back? What? That's one way to give someone a piggyback. I mean, and keep an eye on him or her. Junior isn't paying him. Junior isn't paying him enough. Kamek just like, I'm sick of this, and just folds him up. So it seems like when you defeat origami bosses, Olivia will be able to transform into them to solve puzzles and make battles go smoother. That's how it appears. It seems so. That would explain what that water dragon was in the fight against the Phoenix boss. I also wonder if the desert is the first level, or if this turtle is a mini boss. Considering what they've shown, it seems like the colored pencils are the first boss, and that the turtle is needed to fight against them. So maybe papercraft bosses are replicable and more similar to mini bosses rather than full-on bosses. That's a that's a good that's a good hypothesis. I can't wait to defeat Tape with my Koopa Troop. I love it when Olivia transforms into the turtle. She gets Pom Pom. She's my favorite Paper Mario character now. Yeah, she turns into the boss, but she still has her own personality in it. It seems like it's a tortoise, not a turtle. Kind of like the jewels from Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. So they're kind of like what the thing items did in Overworld and Sticker Star and Color Splash. You don't need the turtle to beat color pencils. Its weak point is to attack it from behind with anything. Brilliant. Thank you, kind sir. I think the origami bosses are optional, and that dirt pillar was a secret of some sort. See, they're doing the work that I'm doing. All right, so let's play by play this. We're gonna play by play this, and then we're gonna play by play the 5-minute thing, and then that's gonna be the stream. All right, so does it go back every 5 seconds or 10 seconds? Looks like 5 seconds. Yeah, doing that just kind of completely skipped over this part. So we just find toads in various areas. This toad about to get cooked. Feast your eyes upon my arsenal, ready to make your paper bodies my canvas. Oh boy. I wonder if, because the area like one of the areas shown was devoid of color. So I wonder if the boss somehow like reverted color from being a thing in the area around it. I don't know. So the arrows on the on the on the dials dictate how we move. So those are attack spaces. It looks like primary targets. So we have different points that we can choose to attack. All right, so let's take a look at that real fast. Actions. So we have boots, shiny boots, iron boots, hammer, and shiny hammer. Stronger and shinier than your regular everyday hammer. There's a plus in the gear right there. So maybe we can hit gear to go into other stuff. Johnny says it's kind of like Super Mario Odyssey. In a way, actually, because Cappy can take the form of other enemies and use them. So that I could see that. It's similar. Alright, so that and then start battle. Red's my favorite in the background, the Toad. I believe in you. The Toads. I love it. Yeah, get him. Did it work? My eyes are closed. Okay, so they're just kind of repeating that. I closed my eyes. Stop closing your eyes, Toad. So the 1,000 folding arms, letting us do this command in Overworld. So it shifts between turn and grip. So we have to use the 2 trigger buttons to hold those down to grip it, and then move the Joy-Con to turn. It looks like. and it lets loose a whole bunch of water. Where that leads, not exactly sure. So, getting a bunch of confetti out of the ground. Okay. So pulling a bunch of confetti brought back a piece of the ground. Circle around all those coins. There's a 10 coin chilling there. Hit this block. Gave and 1,000 coin just dropped onto us. Okay, so we can just. It's like little mini games, different things that give us coins. Because he flipped around. He flipped around that leaf to get 100 coins. Oh, okay. A note that this token changed to be red, orange, and it looks deflated. So I wonder if that means that we did have little coins at this point. But then it changed. But then it showed that they have 704 coins at that point. Maybe that's considered low, considering what you can get, which is like 18,000 plus. Okay, sentient like grandpa tree. Maybe he's a. That's probably like some sort of helper character, some part of the plot. All right, so we see more of this area. We got we got Bobby with us. Spikes falling down. A chest that was already open at a chest that was already open at the bottom there. There's like oh the cheeps are flat. There's no water. So it lets us go through right there. We see that there's an opening. There's an opening right before this dojo-like place. We're going in, and then this Goomba kind of peeks out. Can't read that dialogue. I think that dialogue was there in the English one, the 5-minute overview that we just watched. I can't tell if that looks like hair, like a grandma Goomba, or if it's like a ninja something else. But the fact that they have something that can differentiate them, I'll take what I can get. Okay, those ninjas just kind of were hiding on the ceiling. They're gonna jump us. Those guys. Before it went up there. Alright, that's just Ollie. Okay, so shurikens came down around us, so they probably threw those down at us, letting their presence be known at first. Like they probably threw those down first to make themselves aware, to make themselves known, make their presence known, and then they were gonna do that. Then these papercraft dudes. Okay, that shy guy totally had Bobby there. Okay, those are origami enemies. The papercraft things are the bigger guys. And those papercraft things are just kind of moving in place. Unless they were just moving so slow that they weren't really doing anything. Oh, if you run into them with that cart, they just burst into confetti. Okay, there's a hole in this neon area, this neon city area. Can this Professor Toad do something? So he's just called Professor Toad. Wait, he did something. So that's like that might be one of the key items we see in our that we see the options for for the menu. Okay, so big papercraft mummified Goombas here. We see more of the boat area. Just a readdressing. The purple streamer is going way out here. It's stopping right there, so it's possibly like an underground, underwater area. Okay, this shy guy kind of cutting away to that makes me believe that it was just some sort of mini game we take part in. Maybe use 1,000-fold arms, or maybe this is part of the maybe that was part of the boat that lets us extend out to that chest. Things at the bottom it suggests it's some sort of like game because it gives us different prompts. All right, so it tells us what area this is, but we can't exactly read. Like people whoever can translate those things have probably said what that is. A shot of that space in the background. And there's like the same bird statue things that are in the lava area. And that big tower that I think we go in and explore at some point with Professor Toad. We might meet Professor Toad in that tall tower. All right, so this forest area. Oh, this is what you're talking about. Just has Bowser. So that's what that was. I was kind of wondering what was on Kamek's back, but that really is Bowser Jr. just folded up or rolled up rather, because that's the clown car's eyes. So I wonder if that's just he's doing that for convenience, for doing that to help Bowser Jr. from getting hurt anymore. I don't know. Alright, we're hammering plants out of their way. Yeah, this is giving more context to the scene that was in the reveal trailer where Junior is happy being clean from being in some sort of pond. Cause, cause for the majority of we've seen him so far, he's just dirty. They were all saying the same dialogue, it seems like. So I wonder what they could have all been saying. Why would they try this jump? That's likely a cutscene. They most likely make it, but it's just the way that this is framed made it look dramatic. And some more footage of Toad Town itself. We got to see what that big building was. Okay, we can hit that papercraft Goomba, and hitting him. It looks like it was electrocuting. It looked like the hit electrocuted it. Let's adjust the speed to be 0.5. We evade him and then we hit him. And he's like flickering. And at different points, the coin bag, it's yellow there. This looks like it's semi-full, and then we got proof of the save block flickering colors. And then it's almost full here because it's like a lime green, but not quite green. This building is what Game Explain theorized that would be the museum area that would lead to the different that warp pipe room that would that would go to the different areas. The different hub area, the different the different locales, I should say. And that's looking like it might hold up. I mean, where else could this pipe lead? And we got a unique looking toad with glasses on, likely some sort of like professor, scientist, guide person. Alright, Luigi here with the cart, helping us, that's probably like a cutscene from early on, because we're rolling into town. And it looks like it's been ravaged already. A different shot of the town. That's an item shop that we're right in front of. No, it doesn't really look like anything happened to the town yet. It's probably like a scene that it's probably like a scene in the town before things are going down. Because it's showing some impact using thousand-fold arms, and right after hitting it, that falls down. So we use the thousand-fold arms at that moment to make ourselves like a bridge. Excuse me. I was getting some drinks. My throat was feeling kind of oof. It's already 12:47. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Thankfully, not until the afternoon, like 1. I have to be ready to leave at like noon, so I'm gonna have to get up at like 10 at the latest. Johnny was like, "Oh, that look like Moltres." Yeah, for real. That's what I said in the like when I first watched this. When I first saw that clip, it honestly looks like Moltres. Curious what this in the background is. Got this looks like it's like arms coming out of it. It's probably just ridges to a staircase, but it looks like the looks like that enemy from uh what is it, like would that be Mother Earthbound? Like Porky, whatever it is. But a very cool looking boss nonetheless. Alright, this turtle. These huge papercraft shy guys. And you can see the insides of them. As you can see the wiring through his eyes. And at this point, and just to note that the bag of coins, it's full. Now it's the brightest green in the coin bag. It looks as full as it's been. And I believe we got the blue streamer going in the background here. So that's where that blue streamer is leading to. Alright, we can see the inside of this wireframe of this giant pokey. In this area where we got some cheeps that aren't really in the water. When you look at them at that angle, like there's some cheeps, no, like regular looking ones, and then there's some origami looking ones. This shot is interesting because oh, and I didn't notice Mario's riding on top of this dragon. So this has to be Olivia shapeshifting into a different boss that we must encounter before we meet this fire dragon. The fact that she's going to be able to shapeshift in itself is so cool. This rubber band boss, another shot of that. Another shot of the colored pencil boss. Just different shots. Looking at this, so I'm not quite sure how the movements work. Like I'm not sure if you have like a set number of times, like you can choose what path you would choose, and then you would move, and then you would just follow the arrows to go to the different points of attack. But I guess you'd be able to go to where the path would be the most beneficial. In this case, they're going to the left to get the hearts, and then they would be able to go up to this attack space here, and then that's where you'd be able to use one of your action commands to get, because that's actually one that's placed right behind that boss, which would be its weak area, which makes sense. And it looks like they do lose pencils over time because the boss's HP is depleted some, and they don't have every color. So it looks like we do actually lose pencils to have a little bit less firepower as it goes on. I'm curious what this letter is, so I'm not sure what to make of that. And so it's a space like we're picking up from the ground, and that falls back into place somehow. We see whenever we fully defeat papercraft enemies that they just kind of implode because when you run that cart in that desert area, it just kind of implode. So I wonder if you had to like defeat an enemy, and then that's how that that's how that paper becomes free and we fill in the spaces. So that's showing how we fill in spaces that have been torn up from enemies. Johnny says, "Will you stream this when game is available?" Oh, for sure. I am definitely streaming Origami King. Because this looks like this is some sort of mini game. There must be like there must be different papercraft enemies you face against. Because I think in one of the game explain thumbnails, they showed it looked like a giant turtle in this 2D vantage point. But yeah, I am definitely streaming Origami King. I have a I already have a template set up for it. I'm just gonna show that. Like I got templates set up for it and for color splash. I thought this was loading. Maybe it's not. It's taking a while to load. How's my keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less? Keyframes not being sent often enough, which will cause buffering. Is my stream buffering? It says I have poor stream status. How does the stream look to you guys? Because it says I have poor stats. I had 94 drop frames. That's only 0.1%. So it's definitely not terrible. I've been live for a little over an hour, about an hour and a half. Thank you for the 2 likes, whoever liked. Johnny says it looks amazing. Oh, okay. Thank you. So yeah, I'm curious what's going on with that then. Alright, if I can change the source. This is what I actually have set in place for, there we go. It actually does show it pretty nicely. This is the template I have set up for me to use with Origami King. It's the same pose I got Mario and Olivia in. I may change this when there's more renders available that wouldn't spoil stuff. But I like the way this looks. And then of course the game would be where that big space is. So it's I'm gonna have a very similar structure of all of my templates with whatever game I'm playing, but I want there to be enough visual interest with each one to look appealing. One for Origami King, and then I have one for Color Splash as well, because I am going to be playing Color Splash. In the I'm going to start a Color Splash playthrough in the next few days to get ready for Origami King. Because I've heard mixed to good. I've heard like mixed to bad and good things on Color Splash. I want to play it so I can give my own subjective opinions on it. All right, so back to that source. Also, just to point this out, that the trailer that Nintendo had is number 10 on gaming trending. So major props. It might even be higher now. Well, it dropped to number 13, but it's still just out of the top 10 of trending. Paper Mario is trending, man, and it's got it's on its way to having 1 million views in a day. Cause it's dropped somewhere like a 9 something this morning. Oh, let's comment. Sony, the PS5 is the future of gaming. Nintendo, you're going to battle with tape and rubber bands. Battling tape and colored pencils is clearly the way of the future, just as it was intended. Clearly they know what's up. Who else could bridge the gap between our universe and video games like that? And at least Nintendo is going for something original instead of throwing in bosses from past games. I mean, it's not the most creative boss, but it is something. Yeah. It's so disappointing that those bosses aren't that creative. A literal roll of tape and a colored pencil case. At least the rubber band doll is neat, even though it's named Rubber Band. I just hope the areas are actually centered around the boss and not just random hard enemies. I mean, yeah, but at least it's original. No kidding, this is so disheartening as a Nintendo and Paper Mario fan. Not even their decent looking games like Origami King are Paper Mario games. And then it's a whole other discussion. Fan says, "Oh yeah, I might be able to join an online tournament in Smash." Oh, nice. Like, do you mean like just some sort of? Do you mean just a tournament that is around that you'd be able to? That's free to enter and you can join it, or do you mean one of my tournaments that you'd be interested in joining? I'm gonna finish doing the play-by-play of this, and then I'm gonna give my final thoughts, and that's gonna be the stream. Okay. Let's get some drink. Sorry. See another shot of the giant papercraft airplane that crashes into Bowser's airship. We got some spikes around. Got a paratrooper here. Bowser Jr.'s float. Wait, if Bowser Jr. was floating, how does he fall at the same time? Bowser Jr. should have saved us all. If this man is floating, he should not be affected by this at all. And Bowser just over there, still folded up. The one thing that I love is that Bowser talked. We saw a dialogue box about Bowser talking in the Nintendo Overview trailer, and Kamek right there too, and Ollie, Mario. Mr. Look is above the clouds. I feel like this is an area that lets Ollie transform, and like there's certain spots that not Ollie, Jesus, Olivia would be able to transform into bosses for certain applications. And yeah, I love that she has pom poms just to make it unique to her. Okay, interesting. I didn't notice that before. The warp pipe has something that's covering it. So if you were to try to use the pipe from the main central in Toad Town, you wouldn't be able to use it because it's blocked here. So I guess if you actually arrive at the place and you can take that off, then you could do that. So this is hinting that this is the second area that we visit, but like the second like big area that we come across. Alright, this house, I'm not quite. So considering we have 50 HP and then we had 70 there, that lines up with it being the second area we would go to. And so we're freeing a toad that was in the flowers. I'm gonna free that next toad that's wedged into that firewood down there. This here we have 50, so we can probably assume that the red streamer area is where we're going to go to first. And if the red pipe actually says one, then that makes even more sense. Notice the whole areas that we're probably gonna be able to fill in at certain points. Johnny retracted the message of the tournament? Okay, that's weird. Okay, so we got Mario and Professor Toad with a random scorpion and a papercraft boo. Or origami boo? No, that's a papercraft boo. This looked like it's that desert area. Is that black space that was way back from the expanse? Is that what that is? Just this, but we couldn't see the wireframe from that far? Like, is this the sky? Is this a boat? What is this? And we've seen this shot a couple times over. Got a hole behind that Koopa, so we can probably fill that in and get whatever's in that item box. It looks like we get that much as some sort of, but there's an enemy still right there, so the battle's not finished yet. So maybe there's like certain things that we do that let us do some sort of roulette. Maybe we able to cash. Maybe able to win some sort of uh some sort of game-based thing. I'm not really sure how to describe it as, but it gives us 999 coins. The blue ribbon would make sense to uh, connect it to that blue warp pipe because they're both blue. No, the pipe was red. Was it red? No, it wasn't. It was in fact blue. So yeah, that adds up. And if we're looking here, I do believe so 150. That and we see up here kind of it's the green streamer. I don't remember what number the green streamer had in those warp pipes, but it should be later on considering it's 150 HP. There's 80 HP when we're in the same kind of mountainous area, but we have 70 HP. But these are sort of the same mountainy area. So the mountainy area must lead to that, like to this like ninja-like town. So it's interesting that's all connected to one thing. And we went over these earlier because we were going backwards for a while. Not quite sure what these shy guys are doing here. But yeah, color is definitely void from this area. Not really sure why. Not sure if it has something to do with that color pencil boss. It might not have anything to do with that color pencil, with the color pencils. But this is definitely further on into the game. Maybe. Who are these two characters in this shrine looking thing? Or gazebo looking area? And this Bowser Castle. What how prevalent is this area? Alright, here we are back with 50 HP again, and we're rescuing some toads who've been planted or something. Alright, so a red streamer, and this is the grassland area. Yeah, I noticed that earlier, but confirming that that's that red equals 1 pipe. So the streamers are in fact connected to the pipes that are in that room. So we can look at that again and just look at the structure of how each of these big uh, areas will be taken into account to the story. Johnny says, "I gotta go. See ya." All right, yeah. Thanks for tuning. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Appreciate it. And then just another shot of the battles, and we do have action commands, and we can use different weapons that we equip. And a shot at the menu, which is very interesting to me. Okay. Yeah, I am definitely looking forward to this now because that trailer confirmed a lot of different things. Like it showed that we will in fact be able to take partners into battle. Because that red streamer is there even as early as the castle, so we might have to navigate our way off of the castle, and then it might turn into that cutscene that we see. This yellow streamer is the nighttime desert area where we're looking way into the sky. Showed showed shots of that's the blue streamer, so that's World 2 leads to that dojo town. So that's what so we're riding some sort of cart. Maybe we use that as the main transport. Purple streamer. We're going to different areas. The green streamer Okay, so this is the later on area, I think, because we're traversing going to this area where the where is that got that Bowser Castle. Bob-omb follows around, pull that to show a toad hiding. We can hit different switches to activate different things. Different little origami Goombas. Somebody taped the bridge shut, I guess. They had to move that to make it unravel. Ooh, if we see the entrance to that building that we've seen from afar. So that if there being a save block in front of it suggests that it's gonna be something that will that something big will be happening. If it's gonna be a boss battle, if it's gonna be just something that's a story driven, we don't exactly know. But we got button prompts at the bottom that we can steer this cart, we can boost it, and we can choose to get out of it. Okay, it spins. Oh wow. Alright, throw confetti is the R, move, and then we can jump. So we can control this to our leisure. I love how Bobby's just chilling in the front. Not a care in the world. And this is the shot that I actually saw that Game Explain used. A papercraft spike? Must be of that mini game. We're passing by that question block, little island thing. Go a little bit further down. Shy Guys finish last. We have a quiz. I love that they brought that back. It looks like it's like a play on Jeopardy. Oh, this looks very fun actually. The ring scramble, racing plays, ninja skills, bath, math. All right. Bowser says, Mario, you're here too. Bowser talks. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. You got a good game. You got a good game, Nintendo. Then this dialogue. Now that we're traveling, buddies, let me introduce myself for real. I'm Bob-omb. Okay, he says Bob-omb, but something says Bobby. Maybe like show yourself, cool. What? No way. This would totally be the right way if it weren't for these rocks. Who rigged it against me? Oh, Junior. A colorful cast of characters. It was showing their different dialogue boxes to give their personalities. It didn't really say any show dialogue for Kamek. Reboot. And then Olivia at the top. And then you get their introduction little flip. Their little introduction blips. Olivia. It's much better, thank you. Oh god, the dramatic hair flip. Brother! Next stop, fourth floor. Bicycles, mattresses, formal wear, blenders, and comic books. Because she's holding the button. She has so much personality and just the pose that she's in. I love her. Oh, it's pretty nice. I want room service. It's my first time in a hotel. She's wholesome. I love it. So whenever we are that we're in an elevator. It's not Peach's Castle. Because Peach's Castle wouldn't have an elevator in it. Where we stayed at being a hotel. We're with the Bob-omb. Aw, who was a good girl? Oh, it's a girl doggy. That's cute. It's a girl chain chomp. That's what that was. Just gonna bliss out for a while. Don't mind me. Ha 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 ha. She's just laughing. Her face looks like it changes to red. I guess to account. I guess to account for like super relaxed or like flustered laughing. It's a neat little attention to detail. And that's all about all I remember. I wonder if this frame is a meme. Cause, cause the whole thing. Okay, that's weird. It's got Bobby right there. You know what? You know that memory loss thing? What's it called? Ambrosia. Ambrosia. But the fact that like the dialogue of And it's like, what, me? I'm Bob Bomb. Similar to the, I think, Final Fantasy thing. Amnesty? Thinky Thinky Panic. Oh man. Well, all things considered, it could have been worse. Wait! Professor Toad, who are you? I've never seen anything like you. Are you one of the ancient ones? Tell me. No, I'm still gonna have full screen. Just wanna show my face too. We're we're still playing this bit by bit. So Kamek. You may have heard of me. I'm known as Kamek. I love how it had the little animation play. Kind of spire. No, there was no animation. Just kind of fades in the name tag. It's an actual name tag. Bowser just kind of scoots to us. Oh, kind of thought I'd just unfold or something. It's looking like most of Bowser's lines are going to be gold. I can tell. Huh, it's like I'm Mario's boss now. I get it. It's okay. I know. It's okay. I know I'm right. Bomb bump. He's in the battle too. Just that little clip alone is all they had to show that there's, the partner is in battle with us. Bomb bump. And just it shows the one prompt. So does that suggest he has more than just that one command? Spin and slide and ring-based battles. Alright, transition into battle. We can align them up like we've seen. We can also slide these things to make the to give a to make each turn really advantageous. Turn the inner ring quick. I like how they're just kind of talking about it at the top. Wait, who said Goombas what? What was it? Who said Goombas can't fly? Oh man, I feel like that's a joke to something. Like a reference to something. Mario's turn. Oh, do it. Yeah, get him. Yeah, I always had that "Did it work? I closed my eyes" dialogue. That's gonna be one of the most reoccurring things in there. I can tell. All right, it looks like they very very quickly picked an option there. Let's see if we play it back at a quarter speed and see what we find. All right, so they went through a prompt and they chose the shiny hammer out of the different prompts. See how fast it was that it already changed. And battle bonus. So clear bonus get 115 coins. We can buy time with coins, I think. Got one ring move. You have to take advantage of the ring moves that you have. Make him feel the burn. He's hot, hot, hot. Tail attack. Woohoo! The spinies, I think they're called. Power block can hit those different enemies. The Goomba in a shoe. Also from Super Mario Bros. 3, I believe. Wait, it's something about I can feel or something when it. I can feel the power. Oh man, I'm gonna enjoy that dialogue. I still can't believe this. Color pencils are a boss. Boss battles, plot your path. Oh, he actually just saved Olivia there. You mean to tell me she didn't sense that giant presence spinning behind her? He had to move her? Olivia, please. Rubber band is indeed nightmare fuel. A, dis a tape dispenser. I cannot believe this. Guard plus. Is that like a badge or something like an action command that we must an action command that we'll have? What is guard plus? Okay, another bird's eye view of the different arrows that show our path. So yeah, it's showing that if we move here, we'll pick up this item, this question mark letter, hit these arrows, going passing this space. It looks like it looks like I said on. Then go to this point of attack right here. Yeah, it said on. So it's showing that happened. Okay, the on we stopped for some reason. Not quite sure what that is about. Cause this kind of makes him pose, but it just cuts to this. Close the lid. We just force it shut. The lid is closed. I can't stop missiles, and then boom. The missiles exploded in its mouth. Awesome! Collectibles galore. Let's focus on what that is about. So the toads are collectibles. The noise I felt compelled to constantly make. The noise I felt compelled to constantly make was really getting to me. Oh, he would making noise to alert the fact that he was there. There's a toad up there in the trash too, like on the top on that top shelf. And they were saying that saving those toads could have some benefits. Flashy mushroom. They throw items to you in battle, like surrounding your ring. 100% Club Island, and not bottomless holes repaired. What does that mean? 100%. Like, does it mean that you 100% the area? Do you get indicators for 100%ing a place? That's cool. If that's the case. I love that camera angle shift. I love that camera shift. I think this actually works out better if I just have the game full screen. We're in the last minute of analysis, guys. This is almost over. So this is looking like it's still that the area that's the second area that we're gonna be in before that ninja place, Ninja Town. And what's in that chest, we will have to find out. We got a mini game that's likely in that Ninja Town. Paper Macho Koopa Troopa. Number 44 collectible treasure, so it having a number suggests there's a lot of those we have to collect. That there's at least 44 of them. Wait, drinking whatever drink that was looked like it was healing him. It looked like it was starting to heal him because it had some sort of purple come around him. These bunch of toads working together to drink this water. Are these toads friends of ours? Because we did see friendly toads in the first reveal trailer. There's mini game to get that chest. Oh, we can actually see the prompts at the bottom. We can read those. Tilt to move arms, retract arms, and reset arm position. So more good use of the Joy-Con there. Or the Pro Controller, which I'll probably be using. This grassland area, 130 HP, so we might be at least the third or fourth area. And match it up, Mario. We have to match up the different rings like this. Okay, there was a dialogue box that happened. Oh, he's just saying ooh. Just getting that cheap out of the water. Oh, that's actually very dangerous. Could have got the third pencil. Whatever this elevator was, they were so casual in earlier. It's getting infiltrated. Ooh, that last hit just shattering that Goomba. And then it looks like he drops something. Let's play this back super slow and see what that may be. Looks like heart. Yeah, let's do HP. This isn't good. No, I wouldn't say so. Then we got these Goombas following us for some reason. Hey, who's there? That was that sentient Trump. Mario on a mountainside, hanging on for dear life, but got blown off. Rest, rest in peace, those spikes that just get flung off the ship. Wait, did that plane have eyes? No, it's just pieces of confetti from the damaged impact. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot. It feels like a lifetime ago. I know our quest is far from over, but okay, we'll have to know. We'll have to watch in the game to see what she says. This is a tall table compared to them. Where are they? All right, we pull. Oh, we pull up off a piece of this like chimney-esque kind of thing to rescue this toad, and do that to knock that tree trunk down, which you saw in the other footage. Now, how I can go on? Very tense situation here. Ooh, the fire just gonna blaze us. I love how it's blowing up the patooey. That's the piranha plant that can smash. Wait, this chain chomper is killing this piranha plant. That's what it looks like. So it's like a cafe shop. It's getting hit by something that's falling from the. That's the colored pencils. So that must be that same building. Alright, hitting some Galoombas. None of the various enemies. Alright, boss HP. And then we on top of the back of this dragon, which I can only assume is Olivia, who is shape formed. There's Ollie. This giant boulder. Not sure what that's about. This MVP shy guy came through to save us. Paper Mario. The Origami King. July 17th. Nintendo Switch. And that's gonna be the closer look trailer and the extra 4 minutes of footage and screenshots that Game Explain had. And that's my analysis into both of those. I am excited. Like there's a bunch of different elements that they confirmed for us. Like it looks like partners will in fact be coming into battle with us. Um, we look like we have proper commands again, but it looks like we're gonna be having multiples of certain commands. Like there's sort of a couple different shiny hammers at the end of the other footage. The pause menu showed that there's going to be like like accessories and like key items or like special items. So maybe we'll have things that'll be important for different parts of the story. Bowser in fact talks. I'm a big fan of that. Olivia is able to shapeshift apparently to bosses. The battle system is looking very, very interesting. because they showed the boss battles this time around, where it's looking like it's going to be extra strategic, where we have to choose the right path to follow the arrows to get to certain points to attack. And I am all about that. And let's see, what else do we? The partners have like special names. Like the Bob-omb is apparently Bobby, but we learned that he apparently has amnesia. That's why he just says I'm Bob-omb, but he actually has a name, being Bobby. Kamek is going to be one of our partners. Bowser Jr., I guess, is going to be one of our partners. But it does look like it revolves in certain points because we don't see Bobby when we're with Kamek and Bowser Jr. and we don't see Kamek Bowser Jr. when we have Bobby. I think we have Bobby when Bowser's around though. Not exactly sure. Um, these trailers kind of confirm that the different warp pipes that were in the building will go to different hub areas.
Paper Mario,
Should have
Origami King.
should have muted it. That is going to be a hub area that will take us to different areas in the game. So that's interesting how Game Explain kind of connected that together. The museum type building looks like it actually does have that warp pipe that goes straight to that room, possibly, because the lighting suggested it was coming lighting from the top, and that looks like it would probably match up with that building that we do go into in Toad Town. The different streamers matching the colors of those pipes look like it does actually correlate, because we see the pipes in the green forest area in the beginning, and then the sort of mountainous area for 1 and 2 respectively. The 1 being the red, where the red streamers we see, and then the blue streamers with the number 2 pipe that was outside of the town. That's out in the mountainous area, the ninja town kind of area. That's just we can kind of assume that's the second area that we would be exploring. That's cool that we can actually look back at those streamers and those pipes and really try to connect all these different places together now. Because I don't think we'd ever seen that colorless, that semi-void um Bowser Castle area with the green streamers. Because I think there's what, 5 different, or there's 6. I think there's 6 different pipes that were in that original room. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that connects together, because they showed us a few other different areas. I don't think they've shown us all of the areas, but I think they've shown us at least half of them. So these different locales really are something interesting that we're seeing. Excuse me, that's the yawn. That's the sign that this has to be over. But yeah, so many different elements. This is looking to be a very, very promising entry in the Paper Mario series. And I was cautiously excited before, but seeing all these different unique aspects, like the even though they're going to be like revolving partners, they're still partners with unique names, and they seem like they'll have different personalities about them, different little stories that they may have. Kamek is just kind of Kamek, but maybe he'll have more personality, and this will be with Junior for some sort of time, so we'll be able to explore that dynamic. Bowser actually will talk. Not sure how much the game he'll be with us, but the fact that he does talk, and it seems like the dialogue that he has is gold, or at least some of the most of his dialogue that he seems to have, it will be funny. So I look forward to that. Bobby having amnesia is just it's interesting, because he's like me. I'm Bob-omb. I'm a drifter. I'm traveling, just vibing. But his name is Bobby, as the tag shows us. So I wonder how he lost his memory, and will we see how he regains it? Would that become his like character arc in a sense? I wonder how the dynamic between Olivia and Ollie will come to play because they are siblings. Like the good sister trying to foil the plans of the evil brother. I wonder how that relationship will become a thing in this game. It seems like there will be some at least some serious moments in this game because of the clip where she was saying I don't know how I can go on. So that's like okay, so this game's gonna have humor and it's gonna have heart at least to some degree, and I love that. It won't just tickle our funny bone. It'll touch our heart maybe. It'll make us feel for these characters, and I want that to be a thing. I want us to be able to really care about the adventure we're going on, to care about the different characters that make up the adventure. And it looks like Origami King is doing a good enough job of supplying that and giving us enough to do along the way to make us enjoy the experience as a whole. These like we're going to be saving toads around the overworld. We're going to be filling in these empty spots somehow with confetti. Um, we're going to be we're going to be we're going to be taking out these papercraft enemies that will be rummaging around the areas. We're going to be getting an abundance of coins in different ways. There's different mini games we're going to be able to do, like right across waters. Like there's mini games of like the underwater thing. There's the uh, there's the target shooting thing. There's looks like the 2D. The it's like the cowboy kind of showdown mini game where we're going against these like the big versions of papercraft, like uh papercraft Spike and Shy Guy and such. There's a lot that we look like we're going to be able to do in this game, and it's looking really promising. Like yes, there's still some things that we don't know. But this showed us a good bit. And I'm really interested. I'm really anxious to see what everyone else is saying about this game. As far as I'm concerned, I am sold. I was already probably going to get it anyway once they showed the first reveal trailer, but this overview trailer solidified like the excitement part of my cautiousness, and the cautious part is largely gone. I'm just really excited to get a hold of this game and play it. It's getting closer and closer to being released. It's a month and 5 days away at this point, July 17th. 5 days ahead of my birthday, no less. So I am super excited. But yeah, if you enjoyed any part of this stream, go ahead and smash that like button. I appreciate the support. Comment down below anything you would like to. Comment anything that you liked about uh, these trailers, anything you didn't like, and comment anything you like or didn't like about the stream itself. Maybe I can improve. Maybe I can improve certain things. I'm always open to suggestions, and I just always love reading comments in general. I love getting feedback and critique. I just love the interaction. If you have other Paper Mario fans, I consider sharing the stream and share them links to these trailers that I was watching, so that they can give their opinions and maybe be excited about the game like I am. Okay, there we go. I got rid of the spinning thing. And just get and maybe get their opinions to see what they how they would feel about this game is coming out really soon. I mean, even answering the questions of the streams if you would like to. What are your like? What are you? What is it? So what are your thoughts on Paper Mario Origami King with this new information? It's like does this confirm your want of the game now? Maybe you still need to see more to be completely sold. How do you feel? And then the extra question is what are your thoughts on the Paper Mario series as a whole, and what is your favorite game? I'm very interested to see what other people's opinions are of those subject matters, and I look forward to seeing that feedback. Links in the description below. my Facebook page. If you want to keep up to date with my streams, if you want to know more updates, and just see some of my older streams that I've done over the years, then check out my Facebook page, like and follow that, so you can see my older streams from 2017 up to last year, 2019. I don't need the I don't need the mini full screen. I can just do that. So you can see my older streams in their potato quality to slightly better quality, and just different content I've had over the years that was mainly Nintendo. And again, just a place where you'd be able to see updates of when I would have things coming up when I would go live again. That's if you didn't want to join Discord server, which is the next thing. I have a link to if to my Discord server if you are interested in being a part of a um a chill community, then consider being a part of it. I have channels set up for Smash Brothers, matchmaking, character resources, general resources for the game to teach you aspects of certain fundamentals. I have channels set up for Mario and for gaming talk, Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, other things Nintendo. Channels set up for venting, for scholastic help, for advice, um, for music, art, memes, you name it, it may be there. And I have channels set up for people to be able to share their own channels of like Twitch and YouTube, and be able to share their own Discord servers and such. So it's very much a community where we can support each other. So it's all about, and it's what it's all about. When it all comes down to it. Sorry, I was watching myself back. But yeah, if you are interested in any of those things from my Discord server, then consider using that link. Come on in. We'd be more than happy to have you. So yeah, with all that said, I think I am done here. This has been Darshan Rhett, and I'm signing out for now, but not forever. Have an amazing rest of your night or day, depending where you are. Depending on where you are, stay safe. God bless. Stay tuned for some more Paper Mario Origami King coverage. Stay tuned for my Paper Mario Color Splash um playthrough, which will be starting super soon. And stay tuned for some more Nintendo reactions and gaming and discussions and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys next time.